Hi, welcome to my chess channel on YouTube. Thank you for visiting. Here is the game for today. This is anti-positional chess against anti-positional chess, and I'm reminded of Alekhine, that not that he would play anti-positional chess, in fact quite the contrary. He would play in the central area with his masses of pieces that always looked like he had more than anyone else has in a game of a given game of chess, even though his king would be attacked on the flank quite a lot of games. One of the games that springs to mind, especially of his infiltration of central places, is the famous game Richard Reti versus Alexander Alekhine, of course. So here we go. Now I've got a wee quick question for you. Do you know of who the three survivors were from the Avro tournament, AVRO tournament of 1938? In 1984 we're talking. Do you know the three survivors? So that's the question that I will give you the answer for very shortly. So here we got E6, C4, D5. Just moves that everyone knows, like what I play like in this situation. And the thing is my opponent, I believe, underestimates me, plays G4. Nothing wrong with that. And we got some kid also, because it's the school holidays, someone's found their motorbike wheels or whatever, and they're demonstrating the noise thereof afterwards and throughout and before. So C6, I'm not advised to take this G pawn on G4. Now the answer to the question is they were Mikhail Botvinnik, Samuel Reshevsky and Reuben Fine. They were the survivors of that tournament that even Alexander Alekhine was in, and Kerry's in that year 1938 got first place. He was first, and he was only 21 at the time, something like that. So that's pretty cool, really, isn't it? So Reshevsky had some heart attacks, and Reuben Fine had left chess for psychology instead. H3. So here we're both really not playing right, really, are we? So we're both equal on the development front. G5, knight E4. Not wanting to take the pawn on G5, even though it gets defended by white. Bishop B4. Now we're entering into sort of Nimzo-Indian sort of lines, because white's played all these moves on H4 and G4 and G5. So Queen B3 happens. Now we have some analysis, but I'm not going to go into the analysis too much. Queen C7. Line up, trying to play E5 sooner or later, but not straight away. So C5 happens. So I want to continue my development. I don't want to make it look like I'm a total patzer. Don't want my opponent to realise that. I want to stick to some principles at least. So here I'm moving a pawn twice in the opening. It's even worse than a piece moved twice in the opening. I fear, I'm not sure if I do, so I won't go into it. So E5, castling. Now look at this. I believe that you need to be in chess, you need to be in chess bold and show no fear. You need to be like in the SAS. You need to not let them know that you're freaking out about castling on the short side here, because all these pawns are coming at me. But who is first? H5 looks very threatening. So I throw a knight into f8 to just keep an eye on my king, because the king is more important to keep an eye on in chess than your queen. I mean, your queen's pretty important, but as I have demonstrated yesterday, it's not a good idea to rally your queen all over the board in the set opening, because then you might end up forgetting about your king, because the king is the ultimate thing in chess. So we've still got to keep an eye on our king, even though it's very easy to forget our king. So here I'm not going to take the pawn, am I? And I don't want the pawn to take me. So I just move aside and make my f5 pawn a little bit stronger. And also I can establish, if you get what I mean, if I move this f pawn, that pawn here, I can throw my bishop on here, sort of thing as well. So it gives it a wee little post, and then I can also look at playing here if a bishop's on there, and knight here or knight takes here if I so wish. But that's just a little bit of gobbledygook. So here, what is white to play here? They play f3. Well, I'm not entirely sure about the whole situation here, because it gets quite weird. So now I play the obvious ef3 in Blitz chess. It is on chess.com, Blitz chess, and my opponent is about 2-100, and so that's why they underestimate me, because I'm lower than that, frankly put. So they play e4 now. No, this is just getting, for 5 minutes, this is getting mad. I take this because the bishop can't be captured on f5, of course, because a rook takes king, which is impossible, but it's check. So black does not have to worry about ef5 because of check. Now I play queen g3. Now I think this is about the weirdest move I've played in the whole game. I think that I should just take this, regardless of, even though I have got thoughts of this for white. White can just about play this. If they cannot, it's looking like they can. e3, and then possibly d5. But I'll leave you to be the judge of whether that's any good or not after this and this. No, I'm not sure, because rook e1 takes queen, of course, but what's going to happen after all this? Not there, because of queen g2 and queen e2, mate. So king here. Now, is it all over for black? Is black just throwing the towel in? Probably. So that's what can happen, possibly. It could go a bit crazy, especially for 5 minutes chess. Anyway, I took here with no, I didn't play here. I went queen g3. Castles. Now I take this, and the bishop's taken, of course, and I play rook e4. I do not want to or feel like opening that diagonal a1 to h8 up, because I just don't think it's going to be a good idea for my defences. As I said, it's best to watch your king. Rook hg1 black is met with white just continuing on as per normal. That's alright, I don't mind. This looks good to me, especially after rook e2. Look at this. So we're soon over, don't worry. And now white plays a move that's rather sad, but look at these rooks and queen in the center, and this pawn as well, look at it. And this is all locked up, isn't it? Just from a little bit of concern about what do I do about these pawns marching at me and castle anyway. So do not show fear. My opponent's next move was sadly king a2 and resigned after I played rook d3. And that's the end of the session. I hope you knew the answer to the question for today, the wee quiz question about who, you know the question, I forgot. Got bad memory. You wouldn't believe it, would you? I do. Okay, that's the end of my session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you do well with whatever level you are at chess. Thank you. That's me over and out on the Muppet Show, David Weegenaar, coming to you all the way live, really, not really, from Christchurch, New Zealand. Thank you.